This is the in-depth Samsung One UI 4 Android 12 versus the Google Pixel 6 stock Android comparison. If you are not subscribed to my channel yet, hit the subscribe button now and let's dive in. Okay, let's start off with the button functionality. Both phones have their power keys set to their smart assistants by default. Power button on the Samsung launches Bixby and on the Pixel launches Google Assistant. You can change it on both the operating systems to power functionality or to launch any other application of your choice. Stock Android relies on the assistant only. The One UI gives you the freedom of choosing between the assistant and the Samsung Bixby, and I would choose the assistant any day over the Bixby. The volume panel on both the operating systems has the same options, and both operating systems offer you the option to go into the settings right from the volume panel. The look of the One UI 4's default launcher and Pixel's launcher varies, and let me show you what's the difference between the features and functionality here. First of all, you can remove all elements from the display of the One UI 4, empty the home screen like this. The Pixel or the stock Android must have at least one icon or element on its page at all the times. You can't have an entirely empty page on the Pixel. On the home screen of the One UI 4, you can select the icons and move to the next page altogether. You cannot select multiple icons on the home screen of the stock Android. You have to move the icons one by one. The home screen settings of the One UI 4 offer a lot of customization. Here you can change the layout to home and app screen, change the grid size. You can change the grid size on Pixel or the stock Android too, but its grid size settings reside inside the wallpapers menu, which is a little weird. You have the option to rotate the entire screen on both operating systems. Samsung One UI 4 also has the app icon badges option. The Google Discover option is available on both the operating systems. Moving on to the widgets, while we have some predefined layouts for widgets, the widgets are highly customizable on the One UI 4. Take the clock widget for an example. On the stock Android, you can choose one of these styles only, but on the One UI 4, you can choose a style and further customize the look of your chosen widget. You can change the opacity and color, but the widget is not resizable on the One UI 4. On the stock Android, you can freely resize a widget to fit with other elements on the screen, and I particularly like this feature on the stock Android. The wallpapers and style options on both phones offer the theme colors to match with the look of your wallpaper. Let's take a look at the quick toggles. As you can see, both phones have an entirely different look. Again, the Pixel has the tiles while the One UI 4 uses the circular shape for the toggles. One UI has a white toggles panel, but Pixel has a dark one on the stock Android. It doesn't matter if you use the dark mode or the bright mode, the stock Android will always have a dark toggles panel. On the Samsung One UI 4, the dark toggles panel can be activated by activating the dark mode. Long pressing these icons will take you to the settings on both the operating systems. On the One UI 4, pressing the quick toggles will directly perform an action. For example, if I press the Wi-Fi button, it will simply turn on the Wi-Fi or it will turn it off. But the stock Android will take you into a sub-menu which pops up from the bottom to switch on or off your Wi-Fi. I believe the One UI 4 is a more convenient choice here. One UI 4 is loaded with some exclusive features like the secure folder, quick share, Dolby Atmos sound, Samsung Kids mode, call and text on other devices, music share, the DeX, processing speed, etc. These are all the features you won't find on the stock Android 12. One UI 4 has all the features that the stock Android 12 has, and it's not vice versa. On both the operating systems, you can add or remove toggles easily by clicking on the edit button. Some common features here include the extra dim dark mode, live caption, and the bedtime mode. Samsung One UI 4 has this app drawer with horizontal scrolling. This is a highly customizable app drawer. You can sort all the applications according to your own liking. It's got the clean up pages option, and here in the app drawer, you can select multiple apps like the home screen and uninstall or move the applications between the pages altogether. On the Pixel, you have the vertical arrangement of the icons, and you have only the pause app or the app info options for most of the applications. No other options are available here. Let me quickly show you the weather apps on both the phones. You guys be the judge here and let me know which operating system has a better weather application UI. Let me now quickly show you some more stock applications like the calendar, the phone application, the notes applications on both the operating systems. By the way, you can get all of the Google's apps on your One UI 4, as these apps are available as standalone packages in the Google Play Store as well. Google uses a Chrome browser as its stock browser, while Samsung has its own Samsung Internet browser. Personally, I use the Chrome regardless of my phone's brand because I find it convenient and it keeps all my data synced across all my devices. While Samsung has its own Samsung Files app to display the files and stuff, Google uses a file manager for the stock Android 12. The UI of both the applications is right here on the screen. Let me also quickly show you the recent applications panel. You can see that in the recent applications panel of the Samsung One UI 4, you have the clear all button right here at the bottom. But on the stock Android 12, you have to swipe all the way towards the left to find the clear all option. I find it convenient on the Samsung One UI 4 and it is highly inconvenient on the stock Android 12. Also, in the Samsung One UI 4, you can find the app suggestions right underneath the recent applications. Another thing to keep in mind is that in the stock Android 12's recent application, you can copy the text from these pop-up views of the applications. You can't do this in the Samsung One UI 4. If you will long press any application's recent panel view, it will launch that application instead. Also, here is your look at the split screen or the multitasking view of both the smartphones. In my opinion, the multitasking experience is more fluid and smooth on the Samsung One UI 4. If you take a screenshot on these devices, this is how the screenshot options will look on both the sides. You can see them. These phones or these operating systems also have the inbuilt screen recorder, and this is how the screen recorder looks when you start recording a screen. It's time to dive into the settings. In the settings, first of all, I would like to show you the display options. On both the operating systems, you can choose 60 or 120Hz refresh rate. Both phones have the dark theme, touch sensitivity option, display resize options. One UI brings some exclusive features like the edge panels, easy mode, accidental touch protection. On the One UI 4, the screen timeout is up to 10 minutes, while it is 30 minutes on the stock Android 12. One UI calls its blue light filter the eye comfort shield. Stock Android 12 calls it the night light. Both operating systems have the always on display option, but the always on display on the Pixel display is a very boring clock along with some other icons, and that's about it. On the One UI 4, the always on display is a whole world to be explored. You can customize its look, add custom images, display custom elements and whatnot. The lock screen options on the stock Android 12 are limited to fingerprint and PIN. On the One UI 4, you get the Face ID unlock along with these options. You can use a custom wallpaper service on the lock screen of the One UI 4. Stock Android doesn't have this option. Furthermore, the lock screen of the One UI 4 can display widgets, contact information, and shortcuts. Stock Android's lock screen is just a pure lock screen, nothing more than that. Both operating systems have this nice feature called app pinning, which allows pinning an application on the top so no one can go out of that application. Privacy controls on both operating systems are similar. Both show you the camera or mic icon on the top right corner when an app uses one of these two or these together. Both phones show you all the permissions that an application uses and so on. One UI 4 has these advanced options that you won't find on any other UI, including the stock Android 12. We talked about some of these while talking about the toggles. Stock Android doesn't have any advanced features, but the gestures are there. If we compare the gesture controls on both the phones or operating systems, most of the gestures are also common. But this quick tap gesture on the stock Android 12 is something unique and extremely cool. You can tap the back of your Pixel 6 or 6 Pro to perform an action using this gesture. One-handed mode is also present on both the phones or operating systems. This is how it looks on both the sides. Personally, I like the one-handed mode on the stock Android 12 more. It's more convenient. Both UIs let you use the buttons or navigation gestures. I like using buttons on my Samsung S21 Ultra, but today I am using the navigation gestures on both the operating systems to show you which one has more convenient gestures. To be honest, gestures are super good and smooth on the stock Android 12. Stock Android's button layout isn't customizable. You can't shuffle the buttons. Both the buttons and navigation gestures are highly customizable on the Samsung One UI 4. As far as the camera UIs are concerned, first of all, this is how it looks on both the sides. Long pressing the shutter button on both UIs captures a video. Samsung One UI 4 will take a buzz shot by pressing and dragging the shutter button down while the Pixel takes the buzz shot images while recording a video. On the stock Android 12, if you hold and drag the shutter button upwards, it zooms in while recording a video. The One UI 4 can't do this. One UI 4 shows you almost all the options right here on the screen. The stock Android 12 has this settings icon on the top left corner for further options. Stock Android offers you basic functionality with features like raw capture, white balance control, grid lines, but the Samsung One UI 4 is way ahead. The flagship One UI 4 has a Pro Video mode, the Portrait Video mode, the Pro Video mode with advanced options, and all these options that you are seeing on the screen. Both phones have a very nice editing toolkit embedded right into the gallery. You can find an object eraser tool in the photo editors of both the operating systems in the gallery application. Other basic editing tools, like I said, are also available to enhance your photo editing experience. There are many other differences and similarities between these operating systems, but if we start going through all of them, this video will never come to an end. So I guess this is enough, and with this, our video comes to an end. If you think that there are some other important features worth mentioning, make sure to mention those in the comments section below. Drop your feedback about this video, hit the subscribe button and like this video if you haven't yet. With that being said, I will sign off and see you all in the next one.